another tutorial. Today I thought that I would try a look that is way outside of my normal comfort zone color-wise. This is a very green look, as you probably can see, and this is so super affordable. Although this is not something that I would normally go for, I do think that this is a fun look for the spring and summer. So if you want to see how I got it, just keep on watching. So I'm starting with primed eyelids, and I'm just applying the color Flesh from the Sleek Mattes V2 palette just above the crease. This is not very visible, but this is just a shade that will really help with blending later. And I am using a really fluffy blending brush to apply this. So taking a really thin concealer brush, this is a synthetic brush. I will be applying the cream eyeshadow all over my eyelid. I find that this type of brush affords me the most control in applying it. And I will be using this product from e.l.f. This is their cream eyeshadow duo in Black Licorice. This used to retail for just $1, and I will be using the lighter of the two gray shades. And I will just lightly pat this all over the eyelid. And since this is a product that is rather prone to creasing, I will try to apply this rather sparingly. This will just act as a colored base for the powder eyeshadow that we're going to place on top of it. Pigmentation of this cream eyeshadow is not bad, but the problem with it is the creasing. So we want to make sure that we're blending it a little bit in the crease area. For the next step, I'm going to use just a regular eyeshadow brush and the Eye Transformers palette, and I will be using this green shade over here. So I've just loaded my brush with it, and I'm patting it all over the cream base that we just laid down. And I pat this quite generously on, because I find that the more powder eyeshadow I add, the stronger the effect is that I get from this. And I really like the kind of green iridescence that this powder eyeshadow gives and the way it interacts with the gray bluish base. I think this is a very unique shade, and I do realize that I look completely crazy right now. So we're done with that. Now I'm coming in with a small crease brush and a little bit of the green shade Fern in the Sleek Mattes V2 eyeshadow palette, and I'm just laying it down in the crease. I will be using a fluffier brush to blend it out afterwards. Since this is such a pigmented shade, I feel more comfortable laying it down more precisely with a smaller brush and then coming in with a larger eyeshadow blending brush to blend it out. And since I'm already going outside of my color comfort zone with all this green, why not go all green? So I'm going back in with a deeper green shade from the same Sleek eyeshadow palette. This is called Orbit, and this is more of a teal green. And I'm adding that to the outer V in a more confined way. And I will also be blending this out with a fluffier brush once I'm happy with its initial placement. So just a bit of blending with a fluffier brush, but not as much as with the previous shade. I want this to be a bit more concentrated on the outer V to create that flattering gradient look. Today we're getting a lot of use out of this small crease brush. I'm coming in with a dash of black, any black would do. I'm using the one from the same Sleek palette, which is called Noir. And I'm confining this to the outer V area. I'm blending it just a bit, just to darken out this outer V area a tad bit more. I'm using the same green shimmery shade as an under the eyebrow highlight. Now as a highlight in the inner corner of the eye, I will be using the goldeny shade out of the same Eye Transformers palette. I find that for my very dramatic under eye circles, the green doesn't do wonders. It gives me an even more tired look, so that's why I avoid using that in the inner corner of the eye. To smooth out the transitions, I'm going back to that fluffy brush, and I just picked up a bit of Dune, which is a color that is really close to my own skin tone from that same Sleek palette, and I'm just blending over those transitions. So I'm back with just black eyeliner on the top lash line, 2 coats of mascara on the top lashes and 1 on the bottom one. And since I made pretty much a mess of the mascara on the lower lashes, I will try to fix it, and I'm just running a small smudger brush with the same green iridescent shade just across the lower lash line. And that combines with the smudged mascara, and it actually adds a little bit of definition to the eye and color. Adding a bit more. Hope I'm still in focus. And just cleaning up that mess. I just have a little bit of fern on the same smudger brush, and I'm just smudging this on the outer third of the eye to darken this area a little bit. Depending on how big your eyes are, you can choose to bring it in about halfway. I will stop right about at the third way mark. And to tie in the whole look together, I just dipped back into a little bit of that black, the noir shade, a little bit because this is really pigmented, and I'm applying this on the very outside edge of the eye, just connecting the lower lash line to the small wing I did with the eyeliner. I find that this really ties in the look. This is not a dramatic change. I'm not even sure that you can even see it on camera, but I find that in person the effect is worth the trouble. The base I'm using for this look is the e.l.f. Duo Cream Eyeshadow, and this one is in Blueberry. I may have mixed it up with Black Licorice or something like that, but this is actually called Blueberry. One way to prolong the wear of this eye look, given that the base is prone to creasing, is to apply just a drop of this e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal into this cap, and 1 drop is really key, and then with a brush just pat it over the finished eye look. You don't want to apply too much. In this case, less is really more. You want your brush to be damp, you don't want it to be dripping wet, because then it will just completely mess up your eye look. But if you use just the right amount, which is 1 drop again, you'll get great results, and above all, great lasting power. That was everything, guys. The look is now complete. I hope that you like the result. If you do, please give this video a quick thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate it when you do that. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!